Flosstube, Felicity here from Felicity Cross Stitches. Back with another update video. I know it's been 2 months since my last video, but it's been hard to find time to myself as well as to film and show things. It's been really stressful the last couple of months with school life. I've had quite a few assignments to get marked and things like that, especially for year 11s. Thankfully, this coming week is our last week of school for Australia holidays, so it means we now get 6 weeks off until January, end of January. So that's our major summer holidays. Thankfully, by now, most of the year 11s and year 10s are finished, so all we have at school this week are the year 8s and year 9s. And knowing the rate that's going to happen, we'll probably get less and less as the week goes on. But it's been a long term, even though it's only 9 weeks, it's felt like a long term. And honestly, I can't wait for a holiday. So I'll go a bit more into that later. I know that my last update video, so when I showed an update on Elsa and showed some stash, was on the 29th of September, so I do have my notes here. And then I also came back and did a Stitch With Me video on the 4th of October, just before we went away. Amazingly enough, I've looked at all my views, and that Stitch With Me video is probably one of the highest videos, and on my very first video that I have views on. So I'm hoping to come back and do some more videos like that, because I really did enjoy that. But I would like some more topics to talk about. I might find a couple other tags. But if you have any other questions you want to ask me, you can leave them in this video and I'll try and answer them maybe like that and do it that way. While I haven't been filming for 2 months, I have been commenting on different people's videos I've been watching. I've been binge watching and catching up on quite a lot of Flosstubers. Just a couple of different names to go through would be Adele from Adele Cat Stitches, Igabor, sorry I'm not really good at pronouncing names, from Stitch Too Far, Abby from Abby Bella Stitch, Annette from Annette's Acres, Bap Attack, I can't remember your name, sorry, Sylvia from Becca's Land, I think that's how you say it. When I always see it, I see Beck's Island, so I think you say it Becca's Land. Different pronunciations and things like that. Busy Lizzie Stitches, she's started stitching Elsa as well, and I can't wait to see her progress on that and her journey. I think she's still on the first page, and I know what it's like. I can remember being there, so go and give her lots of love. Amanda Panda Stitching, I saw that she just recently filmed a new update earlier today for me, so I'm hoping to watch that later. AZ Needleworker and the Bearded Stitcher. So I've done a lot of Flosstube watching recently, as well as commenting. To some of the channels that I haven't been able to watch all the way through yet, so once you know that I've watched all the way through, and always say, comment, hey, I've just been watched all of your videos, love this, and then whenever you release a new video, I make sure I comment on that. I think, oh, there was another one I was just recently watching was Ann P. Yeah, so I've done a lot of Flosstube watching, even though I haven't been actually filming myself. I hope the music's not too loud in the background. It's due to being Christmas in December now. I really love having Christmas carols on, and it's just an opportunity to take. So I have Peter Holland's playing on Spotify. Just listen to the music in the background that you can hear. How about we start with what I'm going to show you today. So I have a WIP, a new start, yes, a new start, and some stash and an early Christmas present. So the one WIP I'm going to start off with was being with Elsa. So most people know that I'm stitching Elsa by Anna Dittman. It's a Heaven and Earth design. I'm stitching on 22 count 2/1. Except for the metallic thread, I'm stitching that 1/1. It is a major piece. I know that dimensions are 350 stitches wide by 576 stitches down. So it's a very big piece. Where I was last up to, I'll put a photo in somewhere around here, was at the bottom of, I think I'd finished page 23 or something like that. 22, 23, so I think I'd done the first 2 pages down or something like that. Since then I've actually finished 2 pages, and I'm working on the next one about halfway through, so I've done quite a lot of progress. Let's show you. I actually took it off the frame so it was easier to show. So this, I have to stand up for this bit. Okay, so where you last saw her, I'm going to stand back. I think I was still stitching most of that braid. Okay, it's lighting, we'll see how we go lighting. I'm filming in the afternoon instead of in the evening, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so where fold her up. Where we were up to last time, I think I'd finished this set of pages here. So since you've seen her, I finished these 2 pages. So I think this was page 23. Alright, just snowflake and most of her chin. I also that was about the 2nd of October. And then in November I finished this bottom page. It's like a row of pages, it's like only 3 rows across. So that was done at the same time, and that was finished on the 18th of November. Let me just, 2 seconds, let me just turn on the light. Just want to see if this helps. That's slightly better. Yeah, so you can see a bit more. So I'm really in the midst of confetti at the moment. So recently I've been working on this page here. So this page is page 24. Looking at it, I'm probably about halfway through. So just going from there. Really getting stuck with, there's lots of greens and creams in here, but there's also mixtures of like purples, and it's the midst of a snowflake. I think the page comes down to here. So once we get through to here, I'm going to go over to this side and finish off this partial page. So I'm hoping to get this done before we go away, which we go away in a week, so I'm not sure how we're going to go. But I don't have that much marking to do this week, so I might be able to put lots of effort into it. Yeah, so I'll finish off this page. Then I'll come over here and finish this partial page. It's like about 4 columns down, like 4 columns across, instead of a full page. Then I'll come back and I'll do this page here. Okay, again, there's that tiny little bit of row here, but I'll do a bit of this, go down, finish that, then fill in. Then I'll finish this last little page here. So honestly, if you're looking at full pages, there's 2 full pages and there's 2 partial pages. These partial pages could probably make 3 pages in total, but I'm still saying I've got 4 pages to go, which is just unbelievable considering this started in May 2015 and we're just at the end of 2017. I really hope to get this finished by at least by May. Okay, I'm normally on a track about getting 3 or 4 weeks for a page, depending how we go. But no, that's where she's up to. I'll just see if this light would be better to show you a full picture. But she is absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, don't have that much to go. Just absolutely stunning. And as I said, this page here is just a full page of metallics and creams and greens and any other colour you could think, because there's a major snowflake here. So, no, she's lovely, but she's a marathon. Absolutely lovely. Sorry, just come back forward again. She's lovely, but she's a marathon, and I would do some more on her if I could. It's just schoolwork's been really hard. Now, the next one I have is, probably most of you know, but I haven't had a new start up until like just recently. So this is the first new start I've had all year. It's Peter Rabbit. It's from Cross Stitch Crazy, I think. Let me just double check it. Cross Stitch Crazy, the August issue of 2017. In the cross stitch pattern, I can't find who it's actually designed by. I can see who it's stitched by, but not who actually designed it. So this is the pattern. It's a on here they've turned it into a cushion. So I'm not that far off. I'm just going to finish off the head and the spade, do the half stitch around the cross, and then do the flowers. And this is the pattern, the front of the cross stitch magazine, if you want to look at it. So going from there, I've had quite a few ups and downs with this project. I'm stitching it on 16 count. This is what I've done so far. So just excuse the thread, I do actually need to unpick all of that, and I'll go into that. But this is where I'm up to so far. So this is going to be for my cousin's little boy, Raiden, as a birth sampler. You've got the head coming up here. I've got a whole heap of flowers on this side, a bit underneath, and some flowers over here as well. So honestly, I've probably done about a quarter of it to 3/4, to a half, because a lot of the stitching's mainly in the middle. So you can see the basket here. When I started this on the 6th of October, and I started when I was away in Mansfield. Because Elsa's so huge to try and pack up and take everywhere, I didn't want to take her, so I thought I'd take this one. And I've just been using it from my iPad. What I did though is when I was in Mansfield, I realised there's about 3 colours of blue in this particular jacket. And when I started stitching, I actually misinterpreted 2 different colours, the 2 lighter colours, and I swapped them around. So the first night I actually got most of the 2 colours in this jacket all stitched, and then I had to rip it out because it just was not right. Like, it just, I was being anal and just, ugh. I had to rip it out. So there's a photo on my Instagram, which I'll probably put in here as well, of what it was kind of like, and then just of a blank canvas because I had to rip everything out. That meant I really wasn't in the mood to stitch on this for the rest of that week. I did, but it wasn't a lot of work. So most of this work that's happened since then was probably Saturday last weekend. Mainly because my kitty cat Misty, who's asleep on my bed, decided to want cuddles all day. And if she wants cuddles, it's very hard to stitch on Elsa because of what my frame is like. So I just decided to pull this one out and went from there. The reason why I'm going to have to pull this bit out here is because these ones here are done in half stitch. If you follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook, you would remember some of the posts I put up about which way a half stitch goes. So when I stitch from, let's see how we go, I stitch from left to right, then right to left. So I wasn't sure which way my half stitch would go. So I put 2 different photos up on Instagram comparing the 2, and I'll try and put them in here now, about which way the half stitch should go. The first photo you're going to see is the one where I have all my half stitches going from left to right, and the second photo is when they're going from right to left. So at the moment they're going from right to left, and I've decided that I am going to go from left to right because it just gives me more contrast, and I actually like the look better. And honestly, it's easy for me to stitch because it just makes my head figure out so much more. So I need to rip that out, and I'll continue on that. But it will be coming out soon. Let me just check my notes and see what we're up to. So yeah, they're the only 2 projects that I have worked on in the last 2 months. But technically I've done 2 full pages on Elsa, and I started a new project. That didn't take me very long. This was like 1 weekend's worth, so hopefully this will be finished soon. Alright, let's move on to stash. Stash, haul, sassa cushions, whatever word you use. When we were in Mansfield, it's just a little town, and in that little town there was a lovely little shop. Alright, so in that shop there, what we had was mainly knitting, but there was a little section of cross stitch and needlework. When we were there, I conned Mum and Dad, like they went down the street and just left me in the shop because I knew it was going to be a while. They had all sorts of patterns. They had beads, they had chronic, they had some specialty threads, not many. They also had quite a few out of print Teresa Wentzler patterns. I didn't get any of those, but I could have. It's just not my style at the moment. So, but I was able to pick up quite a few Mirabilia patterns and Nora Corbett's, and of course they kind of came home with me. So the first one I'm going to show you is Iris. I think this is Iris. Yeah, Iris by Nora Corbett. Okay, I love this. We have so many irises in our garden. We have purple ones, white ones, yellow ones, light blue, lilac. I don't know, our garden, we have lots of them. And when I bought this, it actually also came, I could buy the bead pack as well. Okay, so I haven't taken this out. I will take these out now that the video is done. Let me I will take these off out and put them into my bead pack. I wanted to show how it came first on the video. So there's only 2 metallics now, and there's quite a few, 3 type of beads, and the rest is just DMC floss. So I reckon that's going to be really pretty to stitch up, and not sure, I might give her a face, I might just leave her as she is. I've now just realised I actually have 3 3 rolls of this metallic grey one, the 011 HL. I now have 3 rolls of it. Don't ask me how, I just, yeah. So that's that one. Also found Jasmine by Nora Corbett. There we go. This looks so pretty. Again, 3 types of beads, 1 type of chronic. That same particular chronic yet again. That's alright, I don't mind, I'll use it. If I don't use it in the cross stitch, I'll probably use it in some other things as well. But now that I've shown you, I'll put label the beads and put them into my bead pack from there. The lady was also kind enough to put in this one here, which is a Chronic 024 HL High Luster, which is the same as what was in the Chronic for the iris pattern. So she was really lovely. She's like, I don't know which this came from, things like that, so you can have it in for free. So that was really, really lovely. Next, I also found 4 patterns from Nora Corbett. I've seen a couple of people stitch these ones, but I'm not sure, and I don't think you can find them very easily now, but I was really happy to find these. So the first one was the Emerald Dragonfly. There we go. Just aiming towards the light because the light, we've got the window open over there. So the Emerald Dragonfly. Oh my god, this one has so much chronic. So much chronic. And 4 types of beads. Like 6, including treasures. And only 5 DMC colours. So this one's going to be so sparkly. But no, that was lovely. That's the first one. Next one is the Silver Dragonfly. This one's not as sparkly. It's only got 4 types of chronic, a couple of DMC flosses, and quite a few beads. But I love that. It's so gorgeous. Then, I don't know if you've realised by now, but I am a major butterfly fan. I absolutely love butterflies. Most of my friends know if you get something with butterflies on me, I'm just going to love it. So this one here is Butterflies of Gold, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, Butterflies of Gold. So I think you can stitch them either individually or as one whole pair. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. But there's not that many colours in here. There's more beads and things like that as well. So it was so gorgeous. I've never seen these in store before, and they're in like really good nicks. So I think these are like brand new. And then of course got Butterflies of the Meadow. So 2 corresponding patterns. And yeah, just really pretty. Really, really pretty. So what I've done is I've actually done a 1, 2, 3 stitch order that includes all of the metallics there and all the beads for those patterns, and of course I had to put in some other things as well. I had hoped that it would have arrived by Friday, because today is, I probably didn't say, but today is Sunday the 10th of December. I would hope they arrived on Friday, but knowing my luck, they'll arrive tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I was able to find from the store in Mansfield, and it was just lovely. The next bit is going to be a Colour Cascades fabric showcase. While in the last couple of months I've actually had quite a few fabrics come in, and yeah, it's been really lovely. Just going to pause the video because I want to take these out of the crinklies first. Alright, so I'm back. I just wanted to take all of these fabrics out of the bags without all the crinkling. I normally do it beforehand, but I just forgot. So Tammy from Colour Cascades occasionally runs a studio session, which she has all like her dyes, her mist dyes and offcuts. and basically you put your name down and then she randomly draws if you get that one or not. So I remember, I think I put my name down on way more than I normally do, and different fabrics as well, just to try things out. And out of all the ones I did put down, I was lucky enough to win one. So this one here is on 20 count Lagana. It's a 13 by 17 one, and it's actually a nice dark fabric. So I've just put the light back on, so that is actually showing up a little bit more. There we go. So I'm thinking it'd be great to do like a solid color, or use a variegated thread or something like that, or even a chalkboard design that people have been doing to put on there. But no, just really lovely. Really, really lovely. So that was my little mini one. So it's on 20 count. So I'll probably stitch it one over one. Like I have, like, I mean, I can see that, that's fine. But it's just really gorgeous. Just a nice small little piece. Then just going into the colours of the months. So what I've had here is quite a few different months. I know I've shown you, I think, June, July's, yeah, June and July's, and then September's or something like that, or I don't know, I can't remember which ones I was showing. I know that the one that I had for May kind of did a bit of a trip around Australia. It was a really lovely colour, and it just took a while in getting here, so I have it now. It's called Oceans, and I get a 20, so was it 17 by 27 size, whatever it is, 18 by 27. Alright, so this is a lot, that's showing up a lot more teal than it actually is. But it's gorgeous. Really pretty. Not sure what I'll stitch on it, so I'm just getting up some of my getting up my stash at the moment in her fabrics, but it's on 32, all of these on 32 count Lagana, and they are all these ones here are all 18 by 27 or something like that. But it's really pretty. I think we're trying to figure out if this one's actually 28 count or 32 count, but I think it looks like 32 count. I'll do proper measuring when we get to it, so hang on, let's try this. No, yeah, it's better. Okay, it's better. I just had the light on for that very first one. But I just really like it. It's so mottled and really pretty. Next one we're going to skip, because I have shown you June and July's, okay? We're skipping to August. So this one is called, I do have the name, let me sign it, where's it gone? Indian Sunset. Okay, again, 32 count Lagana, and oh, isn't that pretty? I could see a Nora Corbett or a Pixie or something like that going on there. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. Love those colours. It's very bright compared to what I was thinking, but I can see where she got the name from. It does remind me of a sunset. And we get amazing sunsets over here. So that, you can see the yellows, purples, and main pinks and things like that in it. So that's really pretty. Then when this one arrived, it got September and October's arrived in the same bag. And this is one of her new colours actually. It's called Lavender Fields. And oh, this is probably my favourite so far. This is this is probably my favourite so far. It's just so gorgeous. I'm going to set it up because I can't see. So gorgeous. You've got those creams over there, and you've got like the lilac-y purples. Oh, really, really pretty. And different parts of different things. So I think this would be my favourite. Really do like it. And it's just so pretty. I think when I saw her release this one, it was like, oh, I need to make sure I get one of those. And I was so glad it was one of the monthly fabrics. Really love it. This one here is the last one I have so far. So this one is October's, and I did ask Tammy if it had a name, but she doesn't have a name for this one yet. So she might release it, might not, I'm not sure yet. So, but it's just a nice purple. Okay, so I do love purple. Purple's my favourite. There's kind of like the light. Purple is my favourite, but I do love that Lavender Fields. This one's a little bit more brighter, a deeper colour than Lavender Fields. There we go, that's showing it better. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Just love that. Yeah, and I love all her fabrics. So, no, really happy to have them. And yeah, just, oh, so pretty. So pretty. Probably the only other bit of stash that I have is what I've bought in the last couple of days. I can show you them because they are digital patterns. This came because probably all of you know now is the lady who's behind the Chatelaine designs, Martina, recently passed away, and I've always never felt like I was ready to stitch a chatelaine design. I felt like I needed to do some more practice with specialty stitches and some beading and things like that first. But once I heard that she had passed, I had to buy at least one of her designs. Just, yeah. A couple of months ago, I found one that I fell in love with, and that was the butterfly lace mandala. And I'll show a photo of it to you now. Let me just get my phone up. I'll still talk. So the butterfly lace, again, butterflies. Me and butterflies. Just butterflies. Oops. What's it doing there? Okay. Alright, so this one here is the butterfly. Oops. There we go. Nope. Okay. This is the butterfly lace mandala. Okay, I'll also try and insert a big photo of it because it's not really focusing. But it's got all those lovely colours around the middle, like in the circle butterflies, and then different flowers around as well. I'll insert a photo here. But it's got all those lovely colours around the middle, like in the circle butterflies, and then different flowers around as well. I'll insert a photo here. That was one of the ones that I've loved ever since I saw it. I have loved, and I'm like, no, I've got to get it. So I bought the PDF version of that. The other one that I bought was the, oh, what's the name? I can't remember the name. It's an amazing something garden, Rose's Garden, inspired by Marie Antoinette's garden or something like that. I'll put the actual name of it here, but this is what it looks like. That's so pretty. I know it's more greens than I normally ever stitch. I'm more of a purpley pinky stitcher, but I love that. That is just gorgeous. It took me a while to decide what ones I did want to stitch and go from there. I do know that I'll probably be kitting up both of these through Tammy. I'll do the butterfly lace one first, and I'll kit it up using a lay-by, and it'll take me a while and I'll just pay it off. And no, I'm really looking forward to stitching those. Again, I'll put both of those photos somewhere in here. The last part of my video I'm going to talk about is plans. So I do have quite a couple of plans that I like to do. I'm not sure when my next video will be because I might be able to do a stitch with me video before we go away. But we are away for about just under a month. I think I'm away for 3-4 weeks. So we're going on another cruise, spending a week in Tomakan, which is just down in New South Wales, just down from Sydney. And then Mum and Dad are spending a week in Tennis, and I'm coming back and I'm going to one day. So before we go away, we go away Wednesday next week. So up until Wednesday, I'll be working on Elsa because I really want to get this page finished. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me, but I want to see how much I can get done between now and then. When I'm going to go away, so we're going on a cruise, and then that time I'm going to have quite a lot of time to stitch. So I'm actually going to take 3 projects with me. 2 WIPs and 1 new start. Well, technically it's going to be a restart. So I will be taking, oops, as you probably can guess, I will take the Peter Rabbit away with me because I really want to get that done. Hopefully I might be able to get it done while I'm on the cruise, okay? I really love that project and I just want to get it done and then get it. I might even try framing it myself. Oh dear. That'll be interesting, but I really want to get that done. Pardon me. The next one I'm going to take away is because I do love my full coverage, is the Once Upon a Time Quick Stitch by Amy Stewart from Pebble Nerf Designs. And I'm going to see how much I can get done on page 2. I don't have any paper with me. So let's put this behind. There we go. So I did try, there was a new challenge on the Haid, official Haid Facebook page, which was talking about diagonal like box stitches and then feathering. I didn't really like it so much, so I kind of gave up on that. Normally I don't do that. So I'm hoping to work on that as well while we're away. Again, that's a relatively smaller one. Again, it's stitched on 22 count, 2/1. I think it's only about 200 stitches by 300, so it's a lot less than Elsa. So that's an easier one to take away and just work on a Q-snap. That one, Q-snap there, is an 8x11. I did have an 8 and 11. I've just mixed them around. The last one I'm going to do is actually what I'm going to do as a new start for 2018. I think I originally started this 2014-15 as a new start, but I hate the fabric, I hate the threads, and just don't like it. So it's Dimensions, the petite one, and it's the Seashell Treasures. The kit comes with this beigey 18 count Ada, and it's so stiff and yuck and horrible, and that's how much I had done. So I've done a bit, not that much. So I've done a bit, but not that much. So I'm just not going to continue on it because I just hate it. Just absolutely hate it. And the threads, I don't know, I'm a snob. I think I just like DMC now. They're all on these things, and how the hell do you organise them? And I just don't like the feel of them. So once I've finished the pattern, if anyone wants to continue with the threads and the fabric and pattern, you can have it. But I'm going to restart it on 32 count. Sorry, this one I did forget to take out of the thing. Colours Cascades, and it's called 32 count, 13x18, and it's Gold Digger. So I think that reminds, oh, that's really, really accurate. I think this really does remind me of a beach type of fabric. And I think it will look so much nicer on here than it does on that Ada. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do it on. So I'm hoping to do that as a new start for the first. But I think that and that will work quite well. Let's see, here we go. I reckon that will work quite well. And I'm hoping I can get it done and it can go to my aunt and uncle. It shouldn't take me long, so I'm going to take with me the 3 projects. Yeah, I guess my next video will probably be when I get back, so probably sometime in January, which I think is kind of appropriate. I'm really, really forgetful today. I just can't believe it. I'm really forgetful today. I'm not doing this whole video again, so I'm just going to insert the bit. In my stash, I also forgot to say that Mum and Dad gave me some, we decided that they'd pay for half of something that I was really wanting, and yeah, so I paid half, Mum and Dad paid half. The half that I paid for was some new stretcher bars and side bars and stretcher bars from the Quantum frames over in Estonia. I currently have at the moment that I've been using is the 20 sidebar things that stretch out. So they've released last year the 15 ones, 15 centimeters. So I have the 15 centimeters by Omnic Factory. So there's these ones here. So I've got the 15 one, and then I also decided to get a smaller size stretch bar. So now I've got the 40 centimeter ones, I think. Yeah, so I've got the 40, the 60, and the 90. Last thing I'd like to do is thank everyone who's commented and subscribed to my channel. I can't believe it, but I've reached now 500 subscribers. I didn't even think I'd get 20. So I cannot believe it. This girl from Australia who loves their cross stitch and it's her major hobby has over 500 subscribers. And I think that's just amazing. So really glad to have that. Probably, if you haven't realised, I am a major Disney nut, so this is what my t-shirt for today is like. Felt like a bit of Disney, so Hakuna Matata from Lion King. I also had my hair cut yesterday, so still trying to get used to the length. Decided to film in a different position today because I was filming across, like, just across here, but I had the afternoon light just behind me and I was all washed out and you couldn't see anything else. So just kind of basically filming in my actual regular stitchy spot, and you can see all the different artwork that we have behind us. So these ones here are some Disney little animated artwork. So I think we've got Winnie the Pooh, Tweety Bird, and then Mickey in the Sorcerer's hat. Up here is Morning Glory by Patrick Guyton. It's all metal and it changes colour in the light. This one here is also Patrick Guyton. It's called a hummingbird. The frog, again by Patrick Guyton, and then over there you can see some of the cross-stitch ones that I showed in a tribute to my Nana Sheila and Granddad. So we do have quite a lot of artwork on our walls, but yeah. And again, if you have any questions you want me to answer, I'm happy to answer them, especially looking for some topics you might want me to talk about in some up and coming Stitch With Me videos, because I really did enjoy doing that. So that's all for the moment. I'm going to have lots of fun cutting and pasting different pieces as we go through, putting lots of bits of film in. I hope you enjoyed listening to the Christmas carols in the background. Peter Hollins is probably one of my favourite a cappella singers at the moment. I love all of his music. So if you haven't heard of him, go and check him out because he's got some amazing music. But yeah, goodbye from me from this afternoon in Australia. Normally the weather by now is going to be super hot, but we've had mid 20s to high 20s at the moment in Celsius, so it hasn't been too bad. But no, I hope that everyone has a lovely Christmas and a great new year, and I can't wait to be watching all your videos. I'm still catching up on heaps of people, so bear with me, I'll get there eventually. So happy Christmas, happy new year, happy stitching. Bye.